Iowa football returned to Iowa City this week, 8-5, an underachieving mark from the perspectives of most hopeful fans heading into 2024. And now Iowa looking to add another quarterback out of the transfer portal. Of course, Iowa signed Hank Brown, the former Auburn gunslinger, here in the last month. But Iowa needs someone else. It should be a battle between four guys who are on scholarship. Right now, they've got three heading into 2025. We'll talk about the reported visit from South Dakota State transfer quarterback Mark Gronowski in just one moment. But first, a reminder, please do two things before you continue watching this video. First of all, hit that like button, the thumbs up button. It does help our channel, helps the platform to grow, helps us to bring you more live and recorded content here from the Hawkeye of the Storm, and it pushes out the videos to more people. And of course, subscribe. We're getting very close to 10,000 subscribers here from the Hawkeye of the Storm. So please hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on if you'd like to know when we're going live and when new video content is posted. So the Hawkeyes, according to multiple reports this morning, getting a visit from South Dakota State quarterback Mark Gronowski. Gronowski entered the transfer portal about a week ago, and leading up to that announcement, I had told our premium members over on the YouTube channel to watch for this name. This is a kid Iowa's been interested in for a while, even before he was in the portal. Of course, there was scuttle that he may enter the portal. His former head coach, Jimmy Rogers, recently took the job at Washington State. And so a lot of people thought, hey, maybe Mark Gronowski follows him to Washington State. Now, Gronowski's also looking at the NFL draft. That is of note. But how about his stats at South Dakota State? He's a two-time national champion for the Jackrabbits. He's thrown for over 10,300 passing yards. The FCS ended up being moved to spring of 2021. So it was real hard on players because they had to play in the spring of 21 and then the fall in 2021. Gronowski and the Jackrabbits had an excellent spring season of 2021, but then Gronowski in the playoffs tore his ACL, ended up missing all of the fall season, and Jordan Olatakun had a terrific fall season in 2021, relieved Gronowski. But Gronowski's been the starter ever since. Hawkeye fans, you've seen him play in Kinnick Stadium. He was part of that Jackrabbits team that came in and pushed Iowa. It was a 7-3 win for Iowa football. It's said to have set college football back about 30 to 40 years. But Iowa won that game 7-3 with two safeties and a field goal. But Gronowski's been a winner. 2 national championships. He won the Walter Payton Award for top FCS offensive player in 2023. He was a finalist again for that award in 2024. He's been named Missouri Valley Conference Offensive Player of the Year a couple of different times, including in his true freshman season. That is impressive. And he's also had a really good wide receiver core out South Dakota State. Now, there's two parts to this. Of course, I know fans are a little bit gun-shy after what happened with Cade McNamara. McNamara had a lot of pieces around him at Michigan. But a couple of things here. First of all, Gronowski is more mobile. He's a better athlete than McNamara ever was at Michigan. And Gronowski has a better arm. So those are the two things. And of course, Gronowski has not had an injury-plagued career like Cade McNamara has. Now, McNamara tore his ACL at Michigan, ended up jumping to Iowa, then continued to have injury problems. Gronowski did tear his ACL, but he's been really good ever since. Now, he's got a teammate, wide receiver Griffin Wilde, who's also in the transfer portal. Here's a kid who's caught about 1,500 yards worth of receptions in his career. And so maybe this could be a package deal with Gronowski. It sounds like those two are relatively close. Gronowski's also had the Yankee twins, if you remember those guys that came into Kinnick as well. So he's had a good receiving core around him, but that is noteworthy that he's had a lot to work with, albeit at the FCS level up at South Dakota State. Now, there is a connection between Gronowski and Coach Tim Lester. Both guys grew up in similar areas in suburban Chicago, and Lester actually recruited Gronowski when Lester was at Western Michigan. Iowa also had Gronowski for a visit at Iowa. So there was a connection both to the institution and to Coach Lester. His dad, Gronowski's dad, was actually a quarterback at Drake. So very interesting. His family now lives in suburban Chicago, but there are some strong Iowa connections there. And Gronowski's just a winner, considered to be one of the 2 or 3 best transfer portal quarterbacks that are out there right now. Remember, he entered the portal. He was able to enter the portal basically at any point after Jimmy Rogers left for 30 days. There's a 30-day window for players who lose their head coach, and that portal window was closing. I don't even know how to look back to see if I think he entered the portal a day or two before the official portal window closed for everyone else, but he had time regardless. And it sounds like there are some other schools involved here. Now, Oklahoma State was a school I told our premium members to look out for. They recently added a quarterback, a highly touted quarterback in the transfer portal. Also, another team to look out for was Northwestern, but they added Preston Stone, a veteran guy at a SMU in the portal. So there will be other schools. There have been other schools that have contacted Gronowski and are interested in him. High major Power 4 FBS schools. But the fact that I was able to get him on campus here right now is a huge step in the right direction. Iowa swung and missed on Bo Pribula in the transfer portal. I don't want to say this is their last chance, but this is a huge win if they can somehow land him. The question is this a better ad than Bo Pribula would have been? I mean, he's a more proven winner. I think that's fair to say. Certainly was not as high a touted recruit out of high school, but he's proven it at South Dakota State. And believe me, there are a ton of examples of FCS quarterbacks that have made that jump to the Power 4 level and have been really successful. How about Heisman runner-up Cam Ward, who's also going to be drafted this April? He jumped from Incarnate Word to Wazoo and recently finishing his career out at Miami. Folks, we'll keep you updated here on the channel. And, of course, if you're a premium member, I'll try to keep you up to date on any inside information, detailed information that I get during this recruitment. But these things happen very quickly. And if I was able to impress Gronowski and put together an NIL package that is enough for him to say, okay, let's go, my guess is we'll get an announcement here over the next couple of days. And maybe, just maybe, Iowa will be able to add a really talented FCS receiver in Griffin Wilde as well. But we'll just have to wait and see what we shall see. But that is the report out there from multiple individuals, including Pete Nakos of On3 and Pete Thamel of ESPN. South Dakota State transfer quarterback Mark Gronowski visiting Iowa today. We'll talk to you soon, folks. Remember to hit that like button. Tell your friends about what we're doing here. We'll talk to you live after Iowa-Wisconsin men's basketball. Myself and Coach Gary Close, Friday night after the 6 p.m. tip from Madison. We'll talk to you then.